I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Running back. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a 2nd award in week 2 of the season.
And they give this time to the tailback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Third and long for Bridgewater. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of me. Mark 56. Mark 56. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
You ain't going nowhere. 56 to Mike. 56.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boy. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. And okay. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
On third down, Bridgewater. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. It's just me and you. Kill. Slam. Fresno. Let it go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about with our producer, Christian McLeod?
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 27, Bridgewater. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
56, right there, 56.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They're running it. 56 to Mike, boy. 56.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good run that time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now Bridgewater looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check it back, check it back.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Now Bridgewater.
And his throw here is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2.
Come on. Shift.
Bridgewater to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So for the Seahawks, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.